Look, as much as we have been criticizing the Congress and various state governments in the Congress for misusing the law to silence media, I think it is important for the people of our country to look at what Pinarayi Vijayan is doing in Kerala. Pinarayi Vijayan's CPM government, which after it took over has been beset with scams after scams, ranging from gold smuggling to camera purchases for traffic, and having his own office and his own staff and family involved in these scams, has been cracking down on media repeatedly and has been using the threats of intimidation to silence media. It recently filed cases against some TV channels and the journalists in the TV channels, including women journalists. And this recent example of using the police, raiding offices and homes of journalists to silence a YouTube channel when the matter is in court and when the person has appealed to the Supreme Court. This is a YouTube channel called Malayali. The gentleman is Sergeant Skaria. And to use this type of blatant intimidation from a person, Chief Minister and a government who, by the way, criticized our government for banning BBC's documentaries and talked about free speech. So in our country, if there is hypocrisy and double standards about freedom of speech, if there is a continuing politics of threat and intimidation, it is represented by the left and the Marxist government in Kerala. It is one of the reasons why all Marxist and left governments have been dispatched from all over the country, Tripura, West Bengal, everywhere they have been dispatched. But in Kerala, they continue to practice this politics of intolerance, politics of intimidation and threats against our media and journalistic community. And it is absolutely unconscionable, it is absolutely unacceptable in a democracy like ours.
So what do you think? I
think YouTube channels in this age of technology, in this age of digital, to try and silence a YouTube channel because the YouTube channel is asking uncomfortable questions about the government's conduct, is raising a mirror to the government about its own conduct vis-a-vis gold smuggling and other very questionable scams. And being intolerant of that kind of journalism and using the police to silence journalists and the platform, in my opinion, is what the left is now leading the opposition parties in. These are the same people who talk about freedom of speech. These are the same people who don't hesitate to support misinformation and lies against our Prime Minister and our government in the name of free speech. But when it comes to scrutiny of their government, scams being raised and questions being raised about their government and their governance, they become suddenly intolerant and suddenly they become freedom of speech opponents. So this double standard, this hypocrisy must be visible, must be known to the people of India, and this type of intolerance should not ever be accepted and tolerated. Not by the people of Kerala, not by the people of India.
ഏറ്റവും പുതിയ വാർത്തകളും വിശേഷങ്ങളും വിരൽ തുമ്പിലറിയാൻ Zee Malayalam News എല്ലാ ഡിജിറ്റൽ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമുകളിലും ലഭ്യം.